Special in that sporty-looking number 6 next to Austin Fowler in the 29. Let's give them a big wave, race fans, up out of your seat, on your feet, wave your hats, your hands, wave your neighbor if you can get them up that high. It's hobby stock time. Quick time qualifier, the 114. But it's called survival of the fittest. 1 to go. Austin Wells, what were you eating? Have you got a little macaroni and cheese going on? Macaroni and cheese at the concession. You can tell I've not been to the concession stand. Don't tell social media. I will make my way down there here soon enough. That looked awfully good. Pace car is off. It is hobby stock showdown green flag racing time. And we're going 3 wide right up the back. 4 wide over turn 2. Melchiori's going to hit the back out of that one. Here we go. Turn 2. 16 of Strothman causing a lot of smoke there in turn 2. Tough break. He's now in the back. Mike Doris out of Genoa, Illinois, is your race leader. Here comes Elgin, Illinois, still Special in the 6. 3 wide. You're going to see a lot of 3 wide racing for everybody to get out of the this one and find some clean air to breathe. 22 of Williams, now up into 3rd. Fowler back to 4th. A very strong 5 to start this one. Four in, 26 to go, and it's a long race. Strothman off the racetrack in turn 3. Mike Doris has led from the outset so far, but he's got a lot of challenges coming up, like Chester Williams in the 2 machine. He'll take them side by side racing for the first 3 rows. Shane Radke Jr., the 52, making his orange presence known as he's battling to stay in the top 5 with Special. New leader, Jim Tate Jr. Williams now 2nd, Doris back to 3rd. So Chester Williams gets his crack at the top spot. Let's see how many laps he can lead. Shane Radke Jr., the 52 machine, trying to shake himself loose. Then Jim Tate Jr., Radke Jr., Williams, Fowler. Here comes Andy Moore. He's worked his way to the mid-pack of this one. He'll take on Special. Faster cars climbing now in the top 5. First one would be Moore. Coming with him, the always fast Jimmy Robinson in the 33 machine. Top 3 slowly starting to step away from the field as we're 10 in, 20 to go. Moore now rolls into 4th. With him comes Fowler. Those are 2 strong machines right there, running 4th and 5th. Alex Rude out of La Crosse, Wisconsin, the first car to go a lap down. Here come the leaders rolling off of 4. Knock on wood, caution free so far. Starting in the back was Jason Stark. Look at that number 3 machine making his way through the field right behind Reedner's 4D. Mid-American Stock Car Series 50-lap feature lining up as we speak. We are feature-packed for the remainder of today. Jim Tate Jr. continues to lead. Radke Jr. still rolling second. Third is Chester Williams. Fourth, Andy Moore. Smoke developing in the number 50 machine of Ryan Smith. He will go low to duck out of harm's way. Fowler and his 29 machine trying to get into the top 5. Good battle between Reedner and Stark, door-to-door, side-by-side. More smoke out of the 50. Hobby stocks in all 4 corners of the Rockford Speedway. Andy Moore will now battle Chester Williams. That is a top 3 position developing between the 2 and the 19. Jason Stark past Reedner. He's into 6th. With him until is Fowler. Lots of lap traffic is what the leaders are about to see here in just a moment. As Jim Tate Jr. chooses the high side, he'll put the 71 of Jamie Tate down a lap. Here's where, oh, here we go, front straightaway, hold on Robinson. He got tapped from behind, and the field stays green. Leader's going to do some bobbing and weaving through lap traffic now. It's Tate, Radke, Moore, and Williams still battling for that 3rd and 4th position. Smoke coming out of the back end of Mike Gnome's 714 machine. '34, Mike Doris. Oh, Williams slowing down. That was a 3rd place car. Williams struggling in the corners. Andy Moore will now take the number 3 position. Back up front, Radke slowly reeling in Jim Tate Jr. for the number 1 spot. Williams is off in the infield. Radke Jr. is starting to make some moves, but he's got to get past the top spot and then more lap traffic. 4 cars out already. Ryan Smith's 50 machine is out. 18, Robbie Robinson out. 42, Alex Rood out. And the 2 of Chester Williams is out. Your leaders rolling over turn 2. It's Tate Jr., Radke Jr., and Moore. Jason Stark will now take Jimmy Robinson to task. They'll duke it out door-to-door for 4th and 5th. Again, Stark started towards the back of this one in that multicolored 3 machine. Andy Moore makes a move. To the inside he goes against Shane Radke Jr. We told you earlier on, you leave any line open for Adam or Andy Moore and he'll find it. He and his brother Adam, hobby stock extraordinaires. 2 laps remain. Can Moore make it happen past Tate? Tate Jr. has a couple of more left turns to do. Moore into 2nd. Checkered flag is out. It's Tate Jr. Moore 2nd. Radke Jr. will finish in the top 3. Jim Tate Jr., Andy Moore, and Radke Jr., your top 3 as we get the stage set. High atop the car, helmet of our Jim Tate Jr. Gonna get him up on the stage here in just a moment. Again, much appreciation goes out to everybody associated with the Rockford Speedway for inviting the hobby stocks out this afternoon and the Tate family for the contingencies. Matt, I tell you what a run that was.
That was a good time. I'm pretty tired.
Tell you what, that many machines, when you first wheeled them out, you saw the starting lineup look like. How did you think you were going to compete with all these hot shots?
Well, this is Chester Williams' backup car, and he was nice enough to let me run it. And the last time this car was here, it actually set the track record, so it's not junk.
Talk about the people you'd like to thank for bringing you to the National Short Track Championships.
First and foremost, I got to thank my dad, my wife, Jamie. She does a lot of work with this contingency stuff, and it hurts the racing a little bit, but we all benefit from it. And then I'd like to thank Chester Williams for driving his car, Chris Flaherty, we've been helping him out, and he helps us in return. And yeah, I got to thank Austin Fowler for getting us back here. This is my fourth, I believe, and it's the first time I've actually been on stage, so I'm pretty pumped.
How about it one more time, your champ, Jim Tate Jr. Hop down and have a chance to talk with second and third. How about second place out of Sparta, Wisconsin, Andy Moore? Man, it was one of those situations that you ran out of real estate because you were coming.
Yeah, the car got pretty fast there at the end of the race.
Talk about, again, you're one of the biggest hobby stock drivers in the state of Wisconsin. You come south to the Rockford Speedway. You see all these hobby stocks. You got to be thrilled at what Rockford put on for you guys.
Yeah, there's a good group of hobby stocks here tonight.
Talk about your sponsors that helped you get south.
I got More for Less Auto, First Signs, JB's Auto, Slush Salons, Golden Eagle Roofing, and Borderline Auto.
Man of 1,000 words. How about it for Andy Moore? A solid third place position. How about it for Shane Radke Jr.? Well, I tell you what, you're one of the younger guns in this hobby stock class. That had to have been some fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I'm just glad I'm racing, and yeah.
Talk about how you got to, you had a chance to finally work your way through the field there. The inside line was really working for this machine.
Yeah, I would just want to thank my dad and my grandpa for setting this thing up and making it fast.
He'll get used to being on the podium here soon enough. Shane Radke Jr., ladies and gentlemen.